Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gabby and today we're gonna talk about two brand new releases from Kayali. And more exactly, we have The Wedding, was the name, Silk Santal 36, and then The Wedding Velvet Santal 35. Those two fragrances were released a few days ago, and literally the day when they were released, I placed an order. I only got the small bottles. Like always, you know, my entire Kayali collection has only 10 ml bottles because I have a massive collection and I don't need full bottles. I was not really interested in them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not really that crazy about the whole wedding idea because it's not necessarily my vibe. I thought that I'm gonna be, I don't know, just very light, airy, and that's just not me. Like, I like bold, I like in your face, but surprisingly, I really like them. Like, I really like both of them. Now, this video is, like I said, is not sponsored. I did not get these ones in PR. I purchased them like every single other Kayali fragrance that I have. Some people, because I didn't really like the latest releases, like I like them but I was not like wowed by them, and some people are just like, oh, you're not on the PR list, that's why you're giving them bad reviews. I never gave anything a bad review, okay? And I'm fine. I don't need to be on any PR list. Like, I'm fine with my 10 ml and I actually prefer the 10 ml. So yeah, this video is not sponsored, it's just my opinion. I didn't get anything from Kayali and I generally don't want to. I just want to have my opinion. And with these two, actually really like them. So before we start, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and now let's jump in. All right, I already sprayed them in here probably like 20 minutes ago, so we're gonna have the dry down as well. And this is the Wedding Silk Santal. It's marketed as like a feminine fragrance, and then Velvet Santal, more like a masculine fragrance, but obviously you can mix them up as well. Let's start with Silk Santal. I've got here the box, I've got here the main notes. We have notes: sparkling champagne, white freesia, pink praline, lush nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. Sparkling champagne, like, that's a bit silly. Like, champagne is sparkling anyway. Anyway, let's spray it, okay? Right, when you first spray it, you are getting, this fragrance feels like a mix of other fragrances that already exist in the Kayali range, and I actually really like it. It opens up with a very similar vanilla, very similar to Vanilla 28. Is it 28? Yeah, vanilla from Kayali, very similar to that, with some white flowers that actually remind me of Deja Vu white flower from Kayali. It's just the white flowers in this are not that prominent, are not that strong. And I'm getting a light musk, the musk that I like. I had Kayali musk. I decluttered that one because I'm not like the biggest fan of musk fragrances, and I liked it, but I was just like, I would never ever in a million years wear this because it's just not bold enough for my personality. But if you like musk fragrances, I feel like musk from Kayali is a good fragrance. It's a safe, clean musk. So this is what I'm getting, and a little bit of that nectarine. Well, when this perfume starts to dry down, it's getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter, and I'm starting to get more of that Kayali, like that brown sugar. Obviously it doesn't have brown sugar, but you have praline and then you have vanilla. So it gives me the same effect as Kayali vanilla, but the nectarine is also getting stronger. That note is getting stronger and sweeter. And it's like a juicy nectarine, still a little bit musky, with white flowers and vanilla. I personally really like it. It's not what I imagined, because in my head, when I think of a wedding fragrance, I don't think of something this sweet. So that's why I was like, this is probably gonna be a bit boring, but it's not. I would say it's quite a safe blind buy. is sweet. It's definitely sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's not a gourmand by any means. You're getting the white flowers, but they're not overpowering the fragrance. You're getting a little bit of musk, but again, I'm someone that doesn't like musk and I don't mind it in this fragrance. And then you're getting the nectarine, which is sweet. It's juicy, but it's not necessarily a realistic nectarine. Like, it doesn't smell like you're biting into a nectarine. It's not that realistic. It's not that juicy, you know, but still, it doesn't smell like a fake nectarine. Now I have the dry down in here. Is it for this one or is it this one? Wait, I'm confused. Nope, was the other one. Yes, this is the dry down. In the dry down, it's, yes, the nectarine is not that strong anymore. Like the very, very dry down. Okay, this probably is like 20-30 minutes ago. And it's just not as sweet anymore. Dry down feels more like how I imagine a wedding perfume to smell like. Everything is just softer and a bit more musky. Like I said, opening, musky vanilla with white flowers and a little bit of nectarine. It starts to dry down, it's getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. Nectarine is getting very strong. And then in the dry down, somehow it's not as sweet as it was in the opening, and the nectarine is not that present anymore. I do like the dry down as well. I would say my favorite part is definitely the mid. Like right now, when that nectarine is juicy and the vanilla is sweet, and I do like it. It's a pretty safe blind buy. I will not say it's something that I've never smelled in my life. I will not say it's something extremely unique. But now that I smell the dry down as well, I feel like the dry down is very appropriate for a wedding. The opening and the mid, they are as well if you like sweet, fruity, white floral fragrances. It's a pretty everyday spring, summer, fall type of fragrance. Lasting power and projection. Most of the Kayali perfumes don't have the best lasting power and projection, and it's the same case with this one. At this point, I kind of got used to it, and to be honest, is Kayali niche? I think Kayali is niche, but the price point is pretty much aligned with designer prices. It's better than a designer fragrance. It's definitely better than a designer fragrance, especially now that designers, like, they raise their prices a lot. Kayali is definitely better than that. I will not say it's niche. Like, it doesn't give you, none of the fragrances, maybe actually invite only. I really, really, really like invite only. But it doesn't give you that, like, oh my god, like, yes, I would spend £200 on this fragrance. You know, when it comes to niche, you expect the price point to be around 150 to 200. It's not giving you that, and also the price point is not 150, 200. I'm talking about pounds. I don't know how much it's in dollars or euros. I'm talking about pounds. I think they raised the price a little bit because before the 10 ml was £22, now it's 25. It's an okay price. I will not say it's overpriced or anything like that. I would say it's a decent price. Again, it's better than designers. I mean, not all designers. You know, I love old releases from designers, but what they're releasing right now, I'm totally not impressed. I've smelled pretty much everything that has been released, and I'm generally not impressed at all. This one I like. Like, this one I like. I don't love it. I'm not obsessed with it. It's not my favorite Kayali, but I feel like it's a good scent. It's a really, really nice scent. Now, let's move on to the other one. Velvet Santal. I thought that this is going to be way more masculine, and it's not. Silk Santal, it's 100% feminine in my opinion. Velvet Santal, like I said, I thought it's going to be unisex leaning masculine, but for me, it's unisex leaning feminine, especially in the opening. In the opening, as soon as I sprayed it, I was like, it has something that I know. I can smell something that I know. Let me tell you the notes first. We have jasmine petals, tea leaves, white musk, cedarwood, benzoin, and sandalwood. You are definitely I'm getting a little bit of tea for some reason, but just in the background. I'm getting a very, very sweet sandalwood, like very creamy and very, very sweet sandalwood. And just a little bit of jasmine. This is what I'm getting. I started my collection for probably 2 hours trying to identify what this fragrance reminds me of. And then I realized in the opening, it slightly reminds me of Mon Guerlain from Guerlain. It's just not as strong as Mon Guerlain on the lavender, because obviously I don't think it has any lavender in it. And it's way more masculine than Mon Guerlain, but Mon Guerlain is a feminine perfume. And then it has a strong, creamy, sweet sandalwood. Yes, it feels like you take Mon Guerlain, you make it less sweet, but then you add a sweet, creamy sandalwood to it. Between the two of them, I kind of prefer this one for some reason. I don't know, I kind of prefer this one because I absolutely love Mon Guerlain. It's just a hint. I'm not saying it's similar, but like it smells the same. But it gives me something that Mon Guerlain has as well, and I adore that fragrance, and I adore sandalwood perfumes. So I do really like this one. And I've got it right down. Is it the correct one again? Yes, it's the correct one. The dry down, you are definitely getting to smell, you're starting to smell that cedar wood. It's a bit more woody. It's definitely not as sweet. In the dry down, it's definitely getting more masculine, but the opening and the mid are more feminine. I do like it. Again, I feel like with both of them, I kind of prefer the top and the mid, not necessarily the dry down, because in the dry down, none of them are as sweet as they were in the opening and in the mid. Yeah, I like the dry down, but I much more prefer the top, the opening and the mid. I do like it. I generally do like it. The tea is very, very subtle. Don't think the tea is gonna be there that much. It's extremely subtle. It's mainly like jasmine, benzoin as well. Makes sense, benzoin, because it's not vanilla, it's not sweet as vanilla, but it has a sweetness to it. And I feel like it's a mix between sandalwood, which is very creamy again, and that benzoin. Longevity, projection, all of that similar to the previous one. Is just decent. It's nothing wow. Like at this point, I don't really expect Kayali fragrances to project or to last the whole day. Yeah, I didn't wear it outside. I just wore them like inside the house. I feel like projection, Silk Santal has a bit more compared to this one, but obviously that one's also sweeter. It's a bit, you know, you can pick up the notes quite clearly, where with this one, all of them, they're very, very well blended, and you can't really pinpoint, besides the sandalwood, you can't really tell what notes this fragrance has. I like it. I like it as well. Let's test them together, because I didn't do that. Like, I know that Mona said that you can actually wear them together. I want to see it. It's actually very nice. It's actually very... Wait. I feel like I prefer them together. Because Velvet Santal kind of cuts off that sweetness from Silk Santal. But then you're still getting that nectarine from Silk Santal. I do like them together. I'm not a person that layers fragrances. Literally, I never, ever, ever, ever do that. Just some people here on YouTube that are recommending me like what to wear with what, and I'm testing them. I'm like, that's very nice. I'm actually gonna do that, and I never do it. I never do it. I don't have the time, the patience. I don't have that to layer fragrances, and I carry my bottle with me all the time, so I don't want to carry 2 bottles. But with these two, having just a 10 ml, I would not mind that. I actually really like the mix. Yes, I like the mix. I like the mix of them. Anyway, this was the review. Very straightforward. But yeah, I like them. They don't really wow me, but actually, like, I really like them. It's not a love. Like, Invite Only was a love for me, okay? Pink Pepper, Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper was a love for me. These ones are a big like, but I definitely like them more than Eden Apple, Utopia, I don't even have Utopia. What else? Love Fest, Burning Cherry. I definitely like these ones more than the previous ones. Kind of like them similar as Pistachio, because I like Pistachio, but again, that one didn't wow me. I like the mix. I really like the mix. I think they're pretty much a safe blind buy, but don't do it. Like, they're gonna be in Sephora, they're gonna be in Selfridges, they're gonna be like everywhere very, very soon. If you're gonna blind buy, just do like the 10 ml. Like I said, don't be scared of the Velvet Santal. It's definitely not too masculine. It's a bit masculine, the dry down, but it's not too masculine in my opinion. And this one, it's quite juicy and sweet. Silk Santal, sorry, this one. It's quite juicy and sweet, and I actually really like them. So yeah, that was the review. I'm surprised because generally I had no expectations for these two fragrances. I was just like, I want to taste them because they're new Kayali and everyone is gonna ask for my opinion, and I don't want to, if they're not good, I don't want to be the one that trashes them after 20-30 other people that got them in PR said they're amazing. But that's not the case. I actually really like them. So that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to do the big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and like always, I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye bye.